Hi, welcome to the Big Bear Homestead, and today we're going to talk about swarm traps. Okay, so today we're going to talk about swarm traps. So what is a swarm trap? Well, a swarm trap is a great tool to be able to get free honeybees for your homestead. Now, what you do is you take a swarm trap like this, and you take it out during the springtime, during swarming season, and you find places for it, and you place them out, usually high up in a tree somewhere, and then hopefully some swarming honeybees will find your swarm trap, and then they will go inside and start to build, and then you can take them after they've established themselves in here, and then you can transfer them into their forever hive. Now, how do you build one of these? Well, if you guys remember in a vlog some time ago, I told you that because of all this rain we had, Blaze liked to escape in here into the shop and built things. So we're going to kick it over to him to let him tell you how he went about building these swarm traps. Take it away, Blaze.
Hey guys, so this is a pretty easy project. These swarm traps, they're not hard to put together. I mean, you really only need a few basic tools. This can be done with a circular saw, either a drill or staple gun. That's really about it. I mean, of course, just because we had it, I used a table saw, a chop saw, which sped up the process. But really, all this is a top scoping cover, which is just cut down chunks of wood. You can make them from 2x4s. You're basically going to turn them into like 1x4s for the outsides, and then you just have plywood on top and flashing stapled down. I mean, no different than a regular lid for a hive. Inside, you obviously have your frames. One thing I noticed for the frames is that you had to take down the edges just a little bit so they would slide in with these plans. Not a super inconvenience, but just something that you have to do. For the body, this is just a bunch of repeated cuts. From 2 sheets of plywood, you're going to run them down into these strips for the thin sides a bunch of times, and then you're going to have your wider sides that you're going to have to cut down. It's just a bunch of monotonous repeated cuts to get all the pieces that you need. You are going to have some pieces left over. It'll make 4 boxes, but you will have some like extra walls left over. On the inside, obviously you need something for your frames to sit in. So there's a nice little rabbet cut in right here, and that's what's going to allow your frames to sit inside the box and not fall all the way down. And then you just need a place for them to come in. I came about halfway up the box. That comes right in below the frames, so that's not in the way. They can come right in and tuck up under them just like they would in a normal hive. And that's pretty much it. Real easy to do. For me, to attach everything, I just used wood glue and a nail gun and staple gun. And it went by pretty quickly. I think I did all this combined time. It was probably like 4 or 5 hours for all of them. And that was just, a lot of it was just cutting everything, making out all the measurements and cutting everything. Alright, well that's it for me. I'll see y'all later. Back to you, Dad.
Alright, thanks Blaze. That was really cool. Well, as you can see, he's been spending his time being very productive during the rainy days that we've been having here. So, like Blaze said, we're fixing to put these guys out. We are going to take you guys along, and then we will do sporadic vlogs where we're out walking around, where we'll go to check in on them, and if we're blessed enough to catch a swarm, then you guys will follow it from swarm trap into the hive. So, thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless. And like always, have a nice day.